I have a little bit different video for you guys today. I need your help. I need some feedback. I need some ideas, so I'm putting it out to you guys. So let's go talk about that while we do some evening chores. I have more zucchini than I know what to do with right now, so this one is going to the chickens, and they are anxiously awaiting their next treat. Well, I guess they weren't that anxious. They're not even paying any attention to it. Evening chores on the homestead is relatively easy compared to morning chores. At least it is the way I have things set up right now. In most cases, all I need to do is collect any eggs. Since it's summertime and it's warm, I gotta check to make sure everyone installs water. Yep, chickens are out of water. Enjoy the cold beverage. Sheep water's a little low, could be topped off a bit. What do you say, guys? And the pig water is knocked over. Thanks, guys. And on days when I don't have any help moving the sheep pen, because it does take two the way I have it set up right now, I do have to feed the sheep a little bit of hay, and then there's feeding the pigs. But the chickens don't need feeding, the dogs don't need feeding. Most times the pig feed doesn't need soaking. I need to fix that pig water barrel, but I'm gonna feed them first so they don't get up all in my business. They'll be a little distracted and not all on top of me when I'm trying to fix that. Figured this also might be a good time to talk. Some of you guys who've been watching the videos for a while on my channel know that I'm a student of the Agrarian Renaissance, and part of that idea of the Agrarian Renaissance is growing your own food, harvesting your own food, and then cooking your own food, that triumvirate of food production. Often in farming and homesteading, we outsource the middle piece, the harvesting and butchery, to third parties who don't always harvest and butcher in the way that we would like. Meaning they don't necessarily harvest and butcher on a level that's consistent with the husbandry that we put into our animals and how we cook the meal when we're done. Are you getting anything? The water was below the level there, so I didn't think any of you coming out, but I guess she's getting some. Yeah, he's thirsty too. He just stepped away from the dinner plate. Go get some water. Getting back to the Agrarian Renaissance, I dove in head first into that, and I started taking butchery classes from Brandon Sheard, Farmstead Meatsmith. I took lamb harvesting and butchering classes, pig harvesting and butchering, read all the books, watched all the videos, did all the things, and then I started doing all my own harvesting and butchering here on the homestead, so I didn't have to outsource any of it. How's that cold water for you? Slurp, slurp, slurp. A big limitation for me in the butchery area though has been having the appropriate workspace for it. and also meat storage as far as dry aging red meat or curing pork. I just don't have the space for it. So I got to thinking, how can I make space for this? How can I get some sort of butchery processing area on the homestead here and get like a cold room for refrigeration so I can be brining hams to smoke or curing lots of bacon, charcuterie. And it occurred to me that I could use this outbuilding. I used to store a lot of hay in here, but right now it's kind of just household storage as well as electric fencing. I have my chop saw in here, pig and chicken feed over there. This is a 20 by 30 outbuilding. It was originally supposed to be a carport, but that didn't work out for reasons, and it's kind of evolved into other things. But 20 by 30, 600 square feet, that is plenty of room for me to do what I want to do here. Some of the things I would need to do inside is, of course, get everything out, then do some plumbing, electric, pour concrete for a slab floor with a drain in it. A drain would be ideal, but not 100% necessary. Close the building in, insulate it, get doors on it, that sort of thing. And then add the cool room with an air conditioning unit and a coolbot. That is going to be quite expensive to do all that. I don't need to do all of that at once. Some of that stuff can be pushed out for longer term projects, but I definitely need to get the flooring done so I can get a cool room in there, because that's really essential to all the curing, dry aging, and then also it also extends my harvest window out. We need to harvest when it's cool enough that the meat can hang outside and be at refrigerator temperature, so around 40 degrees or lower, but above freezing because we don't want the meat to freeze before I have the chance to do the butchery on it. Some years in North Idaho, that can be a very short window of opportunity to get that harvest in on time without the meat freezing. All that said, this is going to be kind of an expensive project, and I'm a little short on capital. It's definitely not best practice just to throw the hay on the ground and have the sheep eat off the ground like that. However, I don't have my feedstock tank handy at the moment, so just do the best you can. Regarding the capital I need, I pitched an idea to my email subscribers, the people who sign up for my email list. I sent them an email asking what everyone thought about me doing a Kickstarter, and the response was pretty favorable. I got a lot of good feedback, a lot of support, so I think there's an interest out there. But a Kickstarter for what? The idea is I'm gonna make a film about the harvesting and butchering of the animals, but more importantly, how to cook the different cuts of meat. Because how we cook the meat actually informs how we cut the meat. So we're gonna bridge that gap in a film. If you don't have any interest in animal husbandry or butchery or harvest, but you like cooking, this video is still gonna be for you. Of course, it won't be just the film, there'll be some other stuff. Some merchandise like t-shirts, somebody suggested mugs, special video series bundles, a companion cookbook, like an e-cookbook for grass-fed homestead recipes, some of the stuff that we used to do in our primal cooking series, and we can expand it beyond that as well. How are we doing on this water here? Ooh, yeah, that's getting full. All right, let's get that out of here. I forgot to mention workshops. If I had that space there finished out, I could definitely host workshops here for different learning experiences. It's definitely getting late in the year, so this is gonna come up fast if we're gonna do it, but I would like to hear from you guys now. I'd love it if you could leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the crowdfunding idea, the butcher shop idea, and what you would like to see in like a Kickstarter, that kind of thing. What is something that you would want to buy grass-fed homestead related? All right, so chickens have water, sheep have water, sheep have been fed, pigs have been fed, chickens don't need to be fed, dogs don't need to be fed. I think we're good on evening chores. Do you concur? Good.